This build has everything that we need: damage, tankiness, clear, and very affordable. Also this time I prepared a surprise for you. What's up guys, Pidget here. With Affliction League we got new things to play with it. Let's start with the basics first. Our skill choice is Toxic Rain. Firing a projectile with your bow, and where it lands you create a spark pod, and this will start dealing chaos damage over time in an area, and they can overlap with each other. This league will ask the increased area quality from the gem, so we need a new way to reach the 39% increased area threshold. My solution is use a medium cluster javel with towering threat notable. This will give us 10%, using the bow mastery 20%, and the simple glovescraft 9%. With all of this we have 39% increased area effect. This time we got buffed to this skill. The quality changed from the area effect to skill effect duration, which is opened up a new way to scale the damage to the moon. Honestly, I never used this super gem before in my main links, and that's the Ancient support. With one signal change, this gem became one of the best super gem for this build. This will increase the skill gem quality to 68%. In short, this gem became a 48% damage multiplier to this build. With Affliction League we have access to charms if you choose Wildwood Primalist. These items is just insane. I can't find better word for it. Alone the charms give us 30% more damage and survivability. And the best thing about this, it costs nearly nothing. I paid for all around 60 chaos at max. Looks like people sleeping on the good charms combination. The charms give us increased wither effect, which is increasing the chaos damage the targets take. Worth to mention here, I find out there are breakpoints in terms of increased wither effect. Aim at least 34% increased wither effect. This will give you the next breakpoint to more chaos damage. The next breakpoint is at 50%, so I think we can't reach that right now with this setup. You could use the new unique, that which was taken unique javel, but the damage loss from a good rare javel is almost the same, and you losing tankiness, which is not worth in my opinion. I got frenzy on hit charms as well. We can keep up the free frenzy charge without a problem, because we hitting many times under a second, so we can free up the suffix slot on the rings and use better things on there. We need to use a clear skill, Caustic Arrow. You fire with your bow, and where this projectile lands it will create a caustic ground, and this will dealing chaos damage over time. Alone this skill is not too good for clearing. Because of that we adding Aura Nova support to it. With this combination, our clear will be much faster. Don't worry, you don't have to switch around skills on map bosses, because the ballistas and the caustic arrow should be enough for any mob or smaller bosses. As I promised at the start of the video, I have a surprise for you. You will find 4 different POB in the description. There is a super tanky version with Petrified Blood and 98% Fizz Convert. This has lower damage than you saw in this video. I mean, it still has 22 million DPS, so I would not call a Z DPS build. This is the tankiest version. Also, I made a POB for those who do like Petrified Blood gameplay. Be aware here, if your gear is not too good, you could die to serious meteor. Made a level 95 tree as well. Not everyone can level to level 100, so you can enjoy the build without needing the level 100. This version can handle all the content without problem, still has 21 million plus DPS, so should be enough for anything. And the version you saw in this video, this one is using Petrified Blood, and I switching the Summon Skitter boss to Purity of Lightning Agnist Eater of Words. I spend my time putting together these 4 versions, so I would like if you telling your opinion in the comment section below about this new feature. Also give me a feedback and hit the like button as well. Thanks again guys. Toxic Rain Pathfinder is still very strong and can handle any content the game has to offer. I'm really happy about this build and what can be done with it. It would be hard to find something I don't like in this build. It has everything that we need: damage, tankiness, clear, and very affordable. You guys also asked me many times to make a build that good at everything, so here we are. I would like if you hit the like button like the Shaper hitting the Elder, so it can start spread to more people. Thank you. Few important things you need in the build. Because we're using Eldritch Battery, we need to use Evasion and Energy Shield bases and the pure Energy Shield base helmet to able to just to spam our abilities. Our weapon is a standard crafted bow with +1 socketed bow gems, increased chaos damage over time, attack speed, +2 to support gems, and chaos damage over time multiplier. This is a very easy to craft, and you can make 100% same as mine. The keyword. First, you don't need this level of keyword, this is very expensive to make. You only need the chaos damage over time with attacks, life, damage with bows, and attack speed. Also the base is Broadhead Arrow Cleaver. I spent on this around 20 divines because I got unlucky with the Reforged Chaos. So alone the Reforged Chaos cost me 6 divine total. Also I'm lost many 50% annual as well. This cleaver is very good. When I was making this video there was 0 on the market, so I needed craft by myself. If you need help with your gear crafting, I could make a video about this. Let me know in the comment section below. The amulet is also a crafted one. Just buy one amulet with Chaos Resistance Fracture and Reforged Chaos with Harvest till you hit the damage over time and +1 to all Chaos skill gems. You will hit +1 every time you press the Reforge. If you have an open prefix, craft life and you done. Or anointment is exceptional performance. I'm using 2 Vermilion ring. I'm crafted this by myself as well. Even I use life catalyst before started craft. I have minus mana cost crafted on this and attack speed craft on the other. The belt is also a very good piece of gear. Again, I crafted this as well. It has high life and flash charge gain and I was able to craft flask effect increase. Note here, I'm not using the highest tier craft because otherwise my flask uptime would be not 100%. Also it has an open prefix, so maybe I could slum Hunter's Exalted Orb. But I know my luck. It would be the flash charge gain or the lowest roll life. Gloves. This is an easy one. Attack speed fracture, big life and chaos resistance. Crafted increased area for toxic rain area threshold, also suppression implicits and chaos damage over time. Helmet. This is why I like they remove the helm enchantments. We can just buy a good fractured and craft it without worry about to farm the helm enchantment. You need the open prefix to craft taken as fire, also the implicits fist taken as lighting and increase despair curse effectiveness. Boots. Suppression, life and movement speed. You need avoid elemental elements craft and avoid elemental elements implicits and action speed. Before we start in the flex section with Pathfinder, you don't have to cap your resistance with your gear because you will have 100% uptime on the resistance flasks. So you don't have to worry about capping your resistance with the gear, just your chaos resistance. Flasks we using is a ruby, topaz, a unique sapphire flask, taste of hate, silver and a divine life flask. On the utility flasks you need to have this mod, reduced duration and increased effect. Pay attention when you're rolling your flasks because there is many mod combination with these two, but the duration reduce even bigger, so your flask will not have 100% uptime. The sub mods on these two is reduce mana cost of skills and additional resistance. On the silver flask you need to get this mod, increase charge recovery. The reason is why. You will have much better uptime on boss fights with this combination than the other setup. The sub-mod is increase attack speed, on the life flask increase the amount recovered and reduce recovery rate, and craft chains to avoid being stunned during effect. With this you will have stun immunity. When you do emotes, switch out the silver flask to quicksilver. Pantheons we using is the following. On the boss fights, Soul of Solaris. You need to upgrade this. 8% reduce elemental damage taken if you haven't been hit recently. This is very big for Uber Sirius Meteor. Minor, Soul of Rislata. The low life part could be life saving if you start panicking when your life drop below half. For mapping, I switching to Soul of Lunaris and take the Bleed Pantheon Soul of Ralakesh. Bandits, 2 passive points. I just want to highlight a few things on the passive tree that you need for the build. Using 2 8 passive Cluster Javel with Wicked Pole, Unwearyingly Evil and Unholy Grace. Other side of the tree, same. Wicked Pole, Unwearyingly Evil and Unholy Grace. 2 medium Cluster Javel with Brute for Potency and Flow of Life. The other, Vast Power and Towering Threat. We using Ancestral Vision. Modifiers to chance to suppress spell damage also applies to chance to avoid elemental elements at half of their value. A Watcher Eye with increased attack speed while affected by Precision and increased life recovery from Life Flask while affected by Vitality. If you can't fight this combination, I would go with the Life Recovery. The rest of the Javels is rare with Life, attack speed with bows and chaos damage over time multiplier. Charms I'm using right now because we're choosing Wildwood Primalist. Suppression chance and Frenzy on hit. Suppression here as well and increased effect of Withered. The last one same as well. We're taking Pathfinder Razor Ascendancy. On your first lab we take Nature Reprisal. This node is a game changer in the early acts. Second lab, Nature's Boon. Don't forget upgrade your flask to magic while leveling. Third lab, Nature's Adrenaline. You now generating flash charges. Last lab, Master Surgeron. Now your life flask will be active even if you reached full life. Gem and Gemling, starting with our main link in our weapon. Toxic Rain, Mirage Archer support, Ancient support, Empower level 4, Efficacy, and Awakened Manipulation. When you're doing max, switch out the Toxic Rain to Caustic Arrow, Aronova support to Mirage Archer, Awakened Vicious Projectile to Ancient support. In our body armor or secondary source of damage, Efficacy, Multiple Totem support, Awakened Void Manipulation, Toxic Rain, Ballista Totem, and Focus Ballista. In our gloves, Petrified Blood, Precision, level 1, Despair, Malevolence. In our boots, Summon Skitterbots, Awakened Unbound Ailments, Vitality, level 1, Flame Dash. In our helmet, Cast when damage taken, Immortal Call, Haste with Divine Blessing support. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any question, please leave a comment below. Also, I would like to say thank you to my Patreons for supporting me. Thanks again, guys. Thanks for watching. I was Pidget. See you next time.